before Zagitova even takes the ice, putting that extra pressure on her competitor.
And the last skater is the favorite, the 15-year-old from Moscow, Alina Zagitova.
On the ice, representing Russia, Alina Zagitova.
Aside from her training partner and fellow Russian Medvedeva, she's the only other skater in the world to have won both of her Grand Prix assignments this season. She's won every event she's entered this season and is the reigning world junior champion, and this her first Grand Prix final appearance. First season at the senior level, how has she adapted so quickly, Ryan?
She's done exactly what she did in the junior ranks, backloading the programs and skating flawless free skates with so much technical content. But her question mark has been here in the short program. Even though her technical content is so strong, when you're looking at the depth of the edge and the knee bend and pressure into the ice, she still looks very immature. Coming from the junior ranks, that's something that takes some time, especially when you look against someone like Karolina Kostner or Caitlin Osmond, who's been in the ranks a bit longer. But here come the jumping passes. Triple Lutz, triple loop, the most difficult jump in the short program, done to perfection. Triple flip, gets to the outside, forced to step forward. That bobble on the triple flip could cost her, but we see as of now, because of the backloaded program, she is the leader in the technical score, but you have to think that Caitlin Osmond will beat her out by quite a substantial margin on the PCS score.
Zagitova, winner of the Junior Grand Prix final last year, and then in her first Senior Grand Prix assignments this season, took the win in Beijing at the Grand Prix of China before moving on to Grenoble and also winning at the Grand Prix of France. Had to mount a come-from-behind victory at France, however, after coming up a little short in her initial performance in the short program. Was not her best, but did rebound in the free skate.
And you can see in these programs, it's very strategically choreographed. The opening minute and a half is a lot of fluff. She does a very nice footwork sequence, but when you're looking at the actual skating quality, she doesn't use her knees quite as well as some of the other ladies. She's just not quite into the ankles. She uses her face and her arms so well that it can be very distracting when you're trying to look at these component scores. But her technical level is just so strong. This triple Lutz, triple loop, it's a question mark for most people when they try to get a loop combo in because it's very difficult to execute that second jump cleanly. And she is so consistent with getting that triple loop completely backwards. But look at the face. Going into the triple flip, you can see her bite her lip. She looks a little tense on the triple three. Going into the flip, unable to hold on to the landing. Still the best short program that she's put out in the Grand Prix circuit this season. But when the technical score is this close and she's up against these top ladies and their components are stronger because of the maturity, you have to think that it's going to be very tough for her to catch Caitlin Osmond, even though her technical score will be so high.
How much of a gold medal contender could she be in Pyeongchang?
She's absolutely a gold medal contender because of her technical prowess. She could very much be the champion coming out of Pyeongchang, even with how dominant Medvedev has been, because of her strategy and her consistency with some of these big jumping passes.
And that is a season's best score by about 5 points, but only good enough for second place.
The score for Alina Zagitova is 76.27.
And that's a really high program component score. I understand the technical score. She's so strong of a jumper. But when you're looking at those components, very difficult to see the reasoning.
So Caitlin Osmond of Canada is the leader after the ladies short at the Grand Prix final over Zagitova and Miyahara, who completes the top 3. And the top 2 separated by just a little more than a point. So gonna be close going to the ladies free skate tomorrow at the Grand Prix final in Japan. Again, very close in the standings at the top after the ladies short program at the Grand Prix final. Canada's Caitlin Osmond, the leader over 15-year-old Russian Alina Zagitova, but not by much, with Miyahara, Tsutskova, Higuchi, and Kostner rounding out the field of 6.
And so effective, especially here today.
And how about the 15-year-old Alina Zagitova, her first ever Grand Prix final and undefeated in this first season on the Grand Prix senior circuit.
Alina is going to be a superstar in this sport for a long time to come. The way she gets through these difficult passes is so impressive. Getting the triple Lutz, triple loop, the triple Lutz, triple toe combos in the long program, to be able to do triple triples with the loop and the toe, such a difficult thing. Skaters generally have a preference of one or the other, and she has mastered both of them, but she's shown the ability to have some silly mistakes, particularly in the short program. But the component scores, they will get there, but she's getting these huge numbers a little early, in my opinion, but she's still very capable of contending with the very best.
Games in February. And now for Ryan Bradley, I'm Steve Schlanger. Caitlin Osmond, the leader after the short